I'm like, okay, let's make something Persian with this.
All right. Well, Michaela,
And it turned out,
we got to take a really quick break, and when we come back, I definitely want to talk more about your style of cooking and how you're fusing things together. So when we come back here on Try to Dish Radio, we will continue with Michaela Lansing with Easy Persian Cooking on YouTube.
thank you.
Hold on just a second.
Okay. Okay, bye, Sean. Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, we're going to come back and finish the conversation. I know the show sounds disjointed today. I'm tired and been working, and we're just trying to get things rolling as we normally do here on Try This Dish Radio. We shall return.
If you're trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. That's 800-570-6630. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Welcome back to Try This Dish. I can't even get my own name out. Welcome back to Try This Dish Radio. I'm AAR Shanto. We're talking to Michaela Lansing with the Easy Persian Cooking Show on YouTube. And we're having a very good conversation about different styles of cooking. And as you were talking about, Michaela, you were talking about how you and were learning different other styles of cooking and different other cultures that are wrapped into cooking. And one of the questions that I wanted to ask you is, over in Iran or Persian culture, cooking is one of the biggest aspects of the whole family. Am I correct?
Sorry, hold on one second.
Okay.
Somebody just hit my car. Well, yes. Yeah, hang on a second.
Well, we're this is a new one.
Well, that looks bad. Is it anything? No, look at it. Okay. Hold on, Sean. Somebody just hit my car.
Wow. Well, this is
All right. Have a nice day. All right, Sean, let's get back to the interview.
I have to say, this is a new one. We're live on radio.
Some gentleman just backed into my car.
Someone just backed into your car. Now, that's a first for Try This Dish Radio. We are live here on the air, and someone at the Spoony Radio Network, and someone actually hit your car while you were on the air with us.
That's right. cried.
Wow.
And he's like, I'm sorry, I was in the middle of a conversation. I'm like, excuse me, I'm in the middle of a radio talk show.
Oh
That's the life in LA, I have to tell you, right?
Wow, that's
Like, I'm having a talk show interview here, sir.
Wow. Well, I hope everything's
Lord.
okay.
All right. It's okay. We handle it. No
Oh my
problem.
goodness.
Okay, let's get back to your question.
Yeah. In the Persian culture, cooking is just as it's a part of the culture. Am I correct?
Yes. It's so similar to the Southern culture, the African American culture, where the weekend comes and everybody hangs out.
Yes.
And they usually go to their grandma's house or their mom's house, and there's always food there. Everybody cooks together. It's what brings people together. And in Iran, it's very similar because generally there aren't many places outdoors where you can go, especially for women, to be unveiled and just in normal clothes. You always have to put a veil, or you have to put a hijab on in order to go out.
Yeah.
So the typical, like the barbecue cooking or the park cooking that you experience in American culture, it's not really there. But everybody goes to somebody's house. And they cook together there. Usually moms or grandmas, they start early in the morning prepping the food and, just get it ready by lunch. And from lunch on, the food is available. And I'm talking like crazy amounts of food. And it's so exciting because everybody gets together for comfort.
Yes.
For that reset. You work hard every week, and then you need that reset, that refilling of your soul and your appetite, what makes you remember your mom's cooking or your aunt's cooking. And that's where it all comes from. And Persian people are generally, just like all the other cultures, very much like Greek people. The food's very similar, too.
Very similar, yes.
They, very similar in taste. They always take a lot of pride in their recipes, and they hand it down the same way my mother did. I mean, she would tell me like, okay, well, this is the type of food I make. And also we are, I'm not Muslim, I'm Catholic, and there's a little bit of a difference between cooking.
Yes.
Between the general masses and our cooking, where our food is a little bit, influenced by the Arabic culture.
Yes.
Because a lot of people immigrated from there to Iran many, many years ago. So, so like right now that I'm in America, I just didn't want to be alone all the time because I didn't have a lot of friends when I came. Yeah. And it just stayed with me. So every weekend, I have something cooking in the backyard. And we moved to a neighborhood that I didn't know anyone. And my husband's like, oh, my gosh, how do we meet new friends? I said, okay, just bring the barbecue and the fries. I'll cook, and they'll show up. And lo and behold, every weekend we have neighbors just coming in. They bring their wine and just sit in the front lawn, and I cook.
Oh, that's nice.
And mind you, it's not quite a neighborhood that everybody comes out of their house. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
People are mostly in their house.
Yes.
But I found this way to get them come outside and eat Persian food. And they love it. I mean, they eat it, and they ask me how to cook it. And I'm introducing this culture to the American society. And I think it's so important because, we have all these stereotypical ideas of what Persian people are and what Persian culture is. But actually be an insider and understand how to cook the food, or how to just understand how people make it. It gives you a little bit of a visual of that we're not bad people, we're not all mean, all those things that people might think, or we're approachable and we love same things that many others do.
I'm glad you said that because, like I said before, I work in radio. I work in political talk radio. And one of the other reasons why I wanted to start Try This Dish Radio is because, no matter what kind of differences we have and things that are going on outside of culture, so to speak, it's good to sit down with people and eat a meal and learn more about their culture. And I think the more we learn, and that's why I love talking to people who are from different cultures and from different countries to learn how their food is prepared and learn and watch and taste their food. I love culture and I love history. And I love bonding with people.
Absolutely.
And I think that's. As
Jesus said, you break a bread.
Yes.
You break a bread with your neighbors.
Exactly.
And then it changes things.
It does.
It changes their perspective of you, and it changes your perspective of them.
Absolutely. And you learn how to make something that's just absolutely great. So now I'm gonna have to go find me a Persian restaurant. I'm just going to have to go find one.
You know what? I'll find one for you, and I'll email it to you. I'll find a good one. Or just come over to L.A., and I'll show you.
Well, we're supposed to be going to the Philippines.
But, I want to tell you.
We're supposed to be going
Say it again, I can't hear you.
We're supposed to be going to the Philippines in next year, so maybe we'll take a flight and stop off in L.A. and join y'all. I'm definitely going to have to start doing that. And I've even thought about
You must. You must.
I absolutely, I have a film crew, and I've been even thinking about maybe taking a couple of days off from work and just going to different places of people that I've talked to and actually watch them, kind of do a small documentary. That's ultimately how I ended up in the whole food things, because I want to be a filmmaker, and I've done a couple of things, but I really want to home into food, So,
well, I'm right here to help you. So if you want to come, and I'll totally be able to help you with setting up things and making it happen, because it's such an exciting thing. I mean, who wouldn't want to watch a food documentary?
Oh, absolutely. There's so many types of food in the world, and the way different people cook, everything from, people throwing on just meat on a fire and just letting it work. I remember when I was younger, I absolutely could not stand grilled fish. I thought it was just okay. The only thing you throw on a grill is a piece of meat about the size of a small house. That's how you did barbecue. Now that I'm older and more refined, although now see, if I was hanging out with y'all as your neighbor, I'd have my bottle of bourbon. We wouldn't do the wine thing, but.
Oh, yeah.
That
sounds good.
Today, I absolutely love grilled fish. I can't get enough of it. And a lot of it was because, like I said, my wife's from the Philippines, and they grill a lot of fish over there.
And they make it amazing with all the chilies and the tummy of the fish.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
So good.
And you're talking about fresh fish. The fish that me and my cousin, he's my brother-in-law. We went out to a farm because he wanted to show me these baby ducks. And I'm telling you, there had to be 1,000 baby ducks at this farm. But we went there and we shared a meal. Matter of fact, we went and we had catfish and I think it was tilapia. And they were still living. I mean, they were in the bucket. Two of them kept jumping out because they knew it was time. And I watched them prepare the fish. I watched them grill the fish, and I ate it. I was like, you know what? This is living here. This is absolutely living.
Tasty, right? I have to tell you, if you ever get like the white fish or the tilapia or branzino, the one with the silver scale on it. It's kind of more silvery than normal.
Yes.
So if you ever make that of course you would know this, in a skillet full of butter and put some dill on it. So you garnish it with dill, salt, and pepper, and just a bit of saffron at the end, because saffron burns too quickly. So you got to wait till the very end. And just let it sit for 3 minutes and then eat it, and then you'll be in heaven.
Oh, see, thank you. Because I always ask my guests for a simple, easy recipe. I know the perfect fish for this. I am going to try it. I promise you, I am going to try it. We're talking with...
You have to, and you have to tell me how it is. You have to tell me how you like it.
I definitely will. And we're talking to...
A couple of chili flakes also. Like, I would go for a couple of chili flakes on top, you know.
Now, see, I'm confused. Because I haven't decided what I'm gonna eat for lunch. And that may have, you know, I'm at literally.
You're gonna have fried fish.
You know, I may, because we actually have a. This is funny. This is kind of a backstory. We have at work, you know, because of what I do, I can't just readily run out. You know, take 30 minutes and run out and get something to eat and bring it back to the network. So what a lot of times we do is we literally cook in the network. I mean, we could do everything from. You know, we do simple dishes, but this one may be up my alley. Now, everybody might get mad if I burn it, but we're definitely going to have to try it, and I may try that today. We're talking to Michaela Lansing.
I promise you. I promise you, you'll love it. It's so tasty. I mean, it's rich and buttery, and then you get the flavor of dill and a little bit of saffron, chili flakes on top of like a bed of rice. Oh my God. That's so good.
I'm in heaven just listening to that. I'm going to have to try that.
Say it again? You got to try it. And you know, I think Filipino culture, they have those pickles. You know, they're little it's kind of, I forgot what they call them. There's like a type of a pickle that they eat with their food. It's kind of spicy, and then add that to it, and then we're talking, you know. So that's like a good lunch.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're talking to Michaela Lansing. She is the creator of the Everyday Persian Cooking Show on YouTube, and I'm telling y'all have got to check this out. It's very knowledgeable. If you've ever wanted to learn how to make Persian food, if you've never had Persian food, I'm telling you, once you have it, it's one of those type of foods that and dishes that you just have to make just to learn how to make it. And then, like I said, it's not complex. It's a very easy style of cooking, but the food is just so rich and natural. Now, as far as now, you're working on a cookbook, am I correct?
That's true. Yes.
Tell me a little bit about how that's coming.
All this. Sure. I'm putting all the simple dish recipes, the simple dishes that you can make, you know, just available at your local grocery store. You can make daily for yourself or your kids in a very simple format. Very similar. You know, one of my idols are Ina Garten, where she actually brought in French cooking to America, but simplified it and made it available to everyone. And that's what I like to do with this book. I like people to be able to just get it, open it up. Okay, I want to make chicken and rice. That's simple. It's tasty. It's edible. Easy. Let's go. So you can just get your chicken and rice ready in 40 minutes. Everybody's happy. No complaints. Because I know my kids always complain when I give them something new. So this book, this book is simply just to introduce American culture to Persian culture. It's not to make it so that, there is this exotic culture, the food looks great, but I have no idea how to make it.
Yes.
No. It's, I know this book. I have this book at home, and I've made this food at my home, you know, so it has to be a simple thing. It will include a lot of, it's kind of they're called mazeh, but mazeh means side dishes, such as yogurt with shredded cucumber with
Mm-hmm.
chopped mint
Oh,
and salt and pepper. So
nice.
that's like a side thing that
Yeah.
you eat with. Yeah, very delicious. I mean,
Yes.
simple but tasty. Certain salads, but they're kind of like chopped salads. If you look at them, they may look to you like salsa, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just a salad that you add next to your rice
Mm-hmm.
you eat with, or a couple of desserts that are very traditional, such as rice pudding with saffron, which is
Yes.
amazing. I mean, it sounds totally foreign, but I tell you, if you try it, you'll love it.
No,
A lot of baklava, different types of baklava,
mm-hmm.
things that are easy for people to make and healthy, because healthy is, I mean, it's a big factor for me.
Yes.
I have tendency to always gain weight for one reason or another.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So this is a really great book, and I can't wait to send it out to everybody and have them try the dishes, have them tell me what they think. You know, I really want to share this. This is important to me. It's important that people are more familiar with Iranian culture rather than just what they hear in the news, or
Yeah.
it's something foreign, or, you know, some neighbor they know that it's from Iran. I want them to feel like, oh, okay, I know this culture.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. They have wonderful food. I want them to give that good feeling that they get from tasting Italian food, from
Mm-hmm.
tasting Greek food,
Mm-hmm.
without any prejudice or without any political attachment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I commend
So,
you
yeah.
for that. I really commend you for that because, like I said before, that's what makes America great. You know, we all have our different, and not differences as far as political, but just different ways of living in general, and that's how we bring everybody
Yes.
together, is to learn how to learn more about not be afraid to learn other people's cultures, not be afraid to learn other people's style of cooking, because I'm gonna tell you, you know, when you cook something and it's just like you were saying, like soul food. Now, a lot of people back in the day thought
Yes.
soul food was just the most awful thing you could eat. But now people are beginning to understand soul food. And because, I mean, soul food, just like
Yeah.
Persian food, just like Italian food, and just like different other styles of cooking and different
Yeah.
other styles of food, it is a taste. Once you do it, you have to learn it because you want to have that taste.
Absolutely. I mean, even just like ribs,
Yes.
you know, the way you guys, the way you cook it in the South,
Yes.
it's not just the flavor, it's the feeling you get.
Yes.
You know, it's that sensation you get from it that makes you feel, oh my gosh, there's so much history in these flavors. There's so much put into it. It just didn't happen overnight, you know. And I think that's very true with a lot of different food from different cultures. Italian food didn't happen overnight.
No.
People are very serious about it, especially these grandmas, you know.
Oh, yeah, they
And
are.
you can see how this.
They are.
Yeah, I have to tell you this story. I often go to the local, I mean, it's not local, but close by Persian supermarket to get my ingredients often. And people there know me now because of the show. And some people come and they're just dying to talk to me, and they're dying to share their ideas and their recipes. And then one day I'm walking in there, and there is this older lady. She's just following me everywhere. And I'm like, okay, you know, maybe she just wants to say hi. So I turn around and I said, hi, how are you? She goes, well, I'm fine, but I need to tell you something. And I said, okay, tell me. And she says, well, that's not how I make my chicken and rice. That is not Persian. I don't know what you're doing, but that's not Persian food. Oh, my God. I mean, she went off on me. She was serious about it, too. And I said, well, I'm so sorry. I'm sure you're a great cook, but Iran has many regions.
Yes.
And different people from different regions.
Yeah.
Because we were kind of like an epicenter of the culture. We have Asia on one side, we have Russia in another, and then Arabic countries on the other side, and then we have the Persian Gulf, which is fish and all kinds of food, that seafood. So she was like, no, you better change that recipe because that is not right. So she gave me a run for my money, basically.
Wow. You know, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because I don't think a lot of people know that Persia has a lot of different makeups, like you say, in Russia and Asia. And there's a lot of Persian and Iranian culture in Asia as well. There are a lot of dishes that transcend. And matter of fact, if you look at that, for everything from the Middle East all the way to the Far East, a lot of the foods are similar and have similar taste. They may have different ingredients, but they're all done. And that's because of the way the trades were back in, thousands of years. And so everybody's food has transitioned.
The trade.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, just the simplest example is that this is not food related, partially food related, but all the spices that you go to Netherlands and certain countries to buy, they were all imported from Middle East, mostly Iran, because way back when it was the Persian Empire, which was consist of Turkey, part of Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. I mean, it was a really large empire, so there was a lot to export as far as spices, flours, tea. So that influence kind of just trickled down all the way to Greece. That's why, I mean, you see feta cheese.
Yes.
Feta cheese, actually, it is from Greek culture. But if you come here to LA and I'll take you to a Persian supermarket, we have over 10 or 15 different types of feta cheese. That they're cooked, they're made differently, and they have different fat content, they have different salt content, thousands, I mean, I'm talking thousands, different types of olives, different types of spreads, different types of bread that they cook right there for you. There's no like machine-made bread, it's right there.
They do it the old school way.
That's an interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's there, and that was a very difficult thing for me to get adjusted to in America, because I'm used to going in the morning, going to the butcher and get the meat, and they literally hang the animal there for you, and you choose the parts.
Absolutely.
It's right there.
Absolutely. The last trip,
or sometimes we even buy.
The last trip that we made in March in the Philippines, we went to a Filipino. I mean, this market was huge. It was like 3 Walmarts together, and they would hang the meat there. I mean, everything was fresh. Fish were jumping out of buckets, and I mean, it was just crazy. I don't even know if we could find something like that here in America. But I'm telling you, the experience was just awesome. And like you said, you could pick It's
intense.
It is very intense. It's very intense. But real quickly, Michaela, how can people get more information on you? We've got about 2 minutes left.
Oh, sure. So the best way to, if you want to ever contact me or have questions, you can find me on Instagram, everyday_Persian, or just type in Michaela Lansing, it'll pop up. And I have a Facebook platform that you can also look at videos and read comments. And, of course, the best place to actually watch the shows are the YouTube channel, Everyday Persian. So far, I've filmed 4 full shows, and we're planning to have one every month. So actually, I could cover most of the recipes as soon as I can and send it out to the public.
I believe me, I understand. I'm kind of struggling.
Get on it.
I really do. You know, I'm kind of struggling because my wife bought me a camera, a Canon Rebel, which is great for filming. And I've kind of gone back and forth. Do I want to start shooting soul food again? Do I, just different things. And I've got a whole button. I'm actually starting my own radio network, so I have all kinds of things on my plate.
That is so exciting.
Yes.
I totally think you should do that because, I mean, it's nothing better than sharing your food experiences with people who enjoy that, who is a common ground. And honestly, I'm telling you, if we were able to put all these head of states on a table and serve them good food without pretense, we would be in a much better place in this world, to be honest with you.
No, you're absolutely.
Because food really does bring people together.
You're absolutely right. You know, how do you have disagreements over a good meal?
Say it again. How do I what?
How do you have a disagreement over a good meal? It's almost impossible.
How do you? I can't hear you.
I said, how do you have a disagreement over a good meal?
Oh yeah, I mean, really, it's almost impossible because it goes against one's grain. If you're going and breaking bread or having lunch or dinner with somebody, and there is no extra distraction, you end up agreeing or agreeing to disagree. But the result is always friendly and wholesome, and that's the important thing. Yes.
Well, we're at the end of the show. I want to thank you for coming on. You definitely have to come on again. I'm AAR Shanto. This is Try This Dish Radio. Michaela, I will send you an email here very shortly. Thank you for listening.
This is the only 24-hour Take Anywhere platform dedicated to food and fun.